Want to earn $30,000 on the side while still rocking those college sweatpants? Stick around, because we're about to spill the tea on 5 high-income skills that will have you living large before you even toss that graduation cap. From broke student to side hustle superstar, we've got the secret sauce to turn your ramen budget into a caviar allowance. So grab your favorite caffeinated beverage and get ready to level up your bank account. Trust me, your future self will thank you harder than you've ever been thanked before. Let's dive in and start your journey to financial freedom, one skill at a time. Chapter 1. You're already an entrepreneur, even if you don't know it. Oh, the sweet smell of student debt and instant ramen in the morning. Welcome to the wild world of higher education, where you're simultaneously broke and expected to become the next Elon Musk. But fear not, my fellow sleep-deprived scholars, for I bring tidings of great joy, and potentially greater bank balances. Picture this. It's 3 a.m., you're knee-deep in your 5th energy drink, surrounded by a fortress of textbooks, and wondering if you'll ever see daylight again. Suddenly, a notification pops up on your phone. Your friend just landed a cushy internship at Google. Cue the existential crisis. But wait, before you spiral into a pit of despair and cold pizza, let me hit you with some truth bombs that will make your future self want to high-five you so hard you'll feel it in the present. You, my friend, are not just a student. You're a one-person corporation in the making. Your brain, that's your office. Your skills, that's your product line. And your potential, well, that's your stock price, baby. And let me tell you, it's about to go through the roof. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I'm just a broke student. The only thing I'm investing in is my caffeine addiction. Well, buckle up, my friend, because we're about to turn that ramen budget into a caviar allowance. In this dog-eat-dog world of capitalism, I know, it's not ideal, but we're working with what we've got. Everyone has a personal stock price floating above their head. It's like a twisted version of The Sims, except instead of green diamonds, it's cold, hard cash. And guess what? You got the cheat codes. These cheat codes, my friends, are called high-income skills. They're the golden tickets in the chocolate bar of life, the get out of mediocrity free cards in the Monopoly game of careers. And the best part? You can start learning them right now, in between your regularly scheduled existential crises and instant noodle feasts. Now, I'm not talking about your run-of-the-mill skills here. Playing guitar might impress your crush at the dorm party, but unless you're the next Jimi Hendrix, it's not going to pay the bills. Writing academic essays might get you an A+, but it's not going to make it rain dollar bills. We're talking about skills that make employers' eyes light up like it's Christmas morning, and their wallets open wider than your eyes during finals week. So, are you ready to upgrade your personal operating system, to turn your brain into a money-making machine, to transform from a broke student into a budding mogul? Of course you are. You didn't pull all those all-nighters just to settle for mediocrity, did you? In the next few minutes, we're going to dive into the 5 high-income skills that could turn your financial future from ramen for dinner, again, to caviar for breakfast. Because why not? We're talking skills that are hotter than your laptop after a 12-hour study session, more in demand than free pizza at a college event, and more valuable than a parking spot near campus during finals week. So, grab your notepad, or let's be real, open a new tab, and get ready to take some notes that will actually pay off. We're about to embark on a journey that will make your future self want to build a time machine just to come back and thank you. Let's make your personal stock price skyrocket faster than a SpaceX rocket, shall we? Chapter 2. High-income skills versus low-income skills, the battle of the paychecks. Picture this. You're at the career buffet of life, eyeing up your options like a starving student at an all-you-can-eat pizza night. On one plate, there's a heaping serving of architecture, garnished with blueprints and a side of skyline-shaping potential. On the other, a modest portion of retail sales, served with a complimentary name tag and a sprinkle of "Have a nice day." Both dishes look, well, edible. But let's be real, one of them smells distinctly like caviar dreams, while the other has a faint aroma of instant ramen. Welcome to the battleground of high-income skills versus low-income skills, where your future paycheck hangs in the balance. It's like a twisted game show where the prize is financial freedom and the losers get a lifetime supply of budget spreadsheets and coupon clipping. Now, don't get me wrong, There's nobility in all honest work, but we're not here to talk about nobility. We're here to talk cold, hard cash. And in the grand casino of life, some skills are like having an ace up your sleeve, while others are more like holding a joker in Go Fish. Take our architect friend, for instance. They're playing 3D chess with cityscapes, turning pie-in-the-sky ideas into actual sky-high buildings. Meanwhile, our shop salesperson is playing, well, shop. One of these skills has the potential to turn your bank account into a skyscraper. The other might leave you feeling like you're stuck in the bargain basement. But here's where it gets interesting. Even a seemingly low-income skill, like a shop salesperson, can become a golden ticket if you play your cards right. Imagine our shop salesperson evolving from, would you like this $2 pack of gum, to, would you like this $10,000 handbag with that? Suddenly, we're not talking about minimum wage anymore. We're talking maximum impact. The brutal truth is, in this economic jungle, some skills are lions, and some are, well, let's just say they're lower on the food chain. But with the right training and a bit of hustle, even the underdogs can become top dogs. It's like a Cinderella story, but instead of a glass slipper, you're trying on different skill sets until you find the perfect fit. So, what's the secret sauce? How do you transform from a broke student into a budding mogul? It's all about identifying and cultivating those high-income skills. These are the skills that make employers' eyes light up like it's Christmas morning. But here's the kicker. High-income skills aren't just about making money. They're about creating value, solving problems, and becoming indispensable. They're your ticket to financial freedom, career satisfaction, and maybe even a life where you can afford both avocado toast and a house. As we dive deeper into these high-income skills, remember this: your brain is your most valuable asset. It's like a smartphone. The more high-quality apps, skills you download, the more valuable and versatile it becomes. So, are you ready to upgrade your personal operating system to turn your mind into a money-making machine? Free, selling to businesses is where the big bucks are. Do you remember that lemonade stand you set up as a kid? You know, the one where you spent hours and hours squeezing lemons only to make enough money to buy a pack of gum? Well, buckle up, my friend, because we're about to upgrade your business model from adorable childhood memory to holy cow, I can actually pay off my student loans. Welcome to the big leagues of high-income skills, where we're trading in our lemonade stands for software suites and our neighborhood customers for Fortune 500 clients. It's time to stop nickel and diming your way through college and start raking in the big bucks. How, you ask? By becoming the wizard behind the curtain for businesses who can't tell their Microsoft Excel from their Google Sheets. Picture this. You're sitting in your dorm room, surrounded by empty energy drink cans and half-eaten pizza, when suddenly it hits you. While you've been mastering the art of pivot tables for your economics class, Karen from accounting at Big Corp Inc. has been trying to sum a column for the past 3 hours. And guess what? Big Corp is willing to pay top dollar for someone to show Karen the light. That's right, my fellow broke scholars. The secret to turning your ramen budget into a caviar allowance lies in selling your skills to businesses. It's like going from peddling homemade bracelets at the school fair to supplying Tiffany & Co. The stakes are higher, but so are the rewards. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I'm just a student. I barely know how to adult, let alone consult for a business. Well, here's a little secret. Most businesses are just as lost as you are when it comes to the latest software. They're like your parents trying to figure out TikTok, desperate for help and willing to pay for it. Take Microsoft Project, for example. It's the holy grail of project management software, and businesses are tripping over themselves to use it. The problem? They have no idea how. And that's where you come in, armed with nothing but a YouTube tutorial education and the audacity of youth. By becoming a software consultant, you're not just padding your wallet, you're getting a crash course in Business 101. Pricing services? Check. Selling your skills? Double check. Persuasion? You'll be a regular Don Draper by the time you're done. And the best part? These are skills your professors won't teach you, unless your university has a hustling 401 course I don't know about. So, while your classmates are flipping burgers for minimum wage, you could be flipping spreadsheets for maximum profit. We're talking about the difference between making $1,000 and $4,000 for the same amount of work. It's like finding out your lemonade stand was sitting on a gold mine all along. Remember, in the world of business consulting, a tiny increase in your conversion rate can mean the difference between ramen noodles and Ruth's Chris. We're aiming to bump that rate from a measly 0.5% to a juicy 2%. It's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter and getting paid accordingly. So, are you ready to trade in your textbooks for a chance at the big leagues? To go from broke student to business whisperer? Strap in, future moguls. We're about to turn your dorm room into a corner office. Chapter 4. Words that sell and designs that dazzle. Ever felt like your words were as bland as cafeteria mashed potatoes? Or your design skills are as appealing as a PowerPoint presentation from 1997? Well, buckle up, my friend, because we're about to turn you into the Gordon Ramsay of words and the Picasso of pixels. Welcome to the dynamic duo of the digital age, copywriting and design, the Batman and Robin of high-income skills that will have you swinging from the corporate jungle gyms faster than you can say student loan repayment. Picture this. You're scrolling through your social media feed, mindlessly double tapping on cat memes, when suddenly an ad stops you in your tracks. It's not just any ad, it's a masterpiece of words and visuals that makes you want to throw your money at the screen faster than you can say, take my student discount. Congratulations, you've just been seduced by the power of copywriting and design. And guess what? You're about to learn how to wield that power yourself. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I'm just a student. The only thing I've written recently is a 3,000-word essay on the mating habits of sea slugs. Fear not, my academically exhausted friend. The beauty of copywriting is that it's not about long-winded explanations or fancy vocabulary. It's about understanding human psychology and pushing those juicy emotional buttons that make people take action. It's like being a Jedi mind trick master, but instead of, these are not the droids you're looking for, it's, this is totally the product you need in your life right now. And design? Oh boy, in a world where our attention spans are shorter than a TikTok video, good design is your secret weapon. It's the difference between a potential customer saying meh and shut up and take my money. It's like being the cool kid at the school dance. Everyone wants to be seen with you. But here's the kicker. These skills aren't just about making pretty things and writing catchy slogans. They're about solving problems, communicating ideas, and creating value. They're the skills that make businesses swoon and customers reach for their wallets. And the best part, you don't need a fancy degree or a trust fund to learn them. All you need is dedication, creativity, and maybe a few less hours binge watching Netflix. I know it hurts, but trust me, it's worth it. So, how do you start your journey to becoming the Don Draper of the digital age? First, immerse yourself in the world of copywriting. Read The Copywriter's Handbook by Robert Bly. It's like the Harry Potter of copywriting, minus the owls and magic wands. Check out Alex Catoni's YouTube channel for a goldmine of copywriting tips. For design, the Future's YouTube channel is your new best friend. It's like Netflix for design nerds, packed with tips on everything from color theory to branding. But don't just consume, create. Start a blog, design some mock ads, offer your services to local businesses or student organizations. Remember, practice makes perfect, and in this case, practice also makes profit. And here's a pro tip, combine these skills. A copywriter who can design or a designer who can write killer copy, that's like being a unicorn in the business world, rare, magical, and highly sought after. Now, I know learning new skills can be daunting. You might make mistakes, face rejection, or feel like you're in over your head. But remember, every expert was once a beginner. The key is to keep pushing, keep learning, and keep creating. Find mentors, join online communities, attend workshops, surround yourself with people who inspire you and push you to be better. So, dear student, are you ready to wield the power of words and visuals? To become the puppet master of consumer desires? To turn your dorm room into a creative studio? Of course you are. It's time to stop being a starving student and start being a thriving creative. Your future self and your bank account will thank you. Remember, in the grand casino of life, copywriting and design are like having an ace up each sleeve. So shuffle up, deal yourself in, and get ready to hit the jackpot. The world is waiting for your words and your designs. Let's show them what you've got. Chapter 5. Web Wizardry and Coding Magic. In today's digital world, if you're not fluent in the language of pixels and code, you might as well be speaking Klingon to a room full of Vulcans. Welcome to the realm of web wizardry and coding sorcery, where you can transform caffeine into cash and turn your dorm room into a digital empire faster than you can say 404 error, sleep not found. Let's face it, in the age of Instagram influencers and TikTok stars, having a killer online presence is no longer optional. It's as essential as remembering to wear pants to your Zoom lectures. That's where web design and coding come in, serving as your golden ticket to the high income express. You'll be the Gandalf of the internet, conjuring up beautiful websites from the ether, making business owners weep tears of joy and open their wallets in gratitude. But wait, there's more. If you add coding to your repertoire, you'll be unstoppable. It's like learning to speak the secret language of the universe, except instead of unlocking the mysteries of black holes, you'll be unlocking paychecks that are equally massive. You'll be the Dr. Dolittle of the digital world, conversing fluently with both humans and machines, translating complex ideas into stunning visual experiences and functional code. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I can barely code my way out of a paper bag. Fear not, young Padawan. The beauty of web design and coding is that you don't need a fancy degree or a brain the size of a planet. All you need is determination, creativity, and the ability to Google error messages without having an existential crisis. Start with user-friendly tools like WordPress, Wix, and Squarespace. They're like training wheels for web design. Before you know it, you'll be doing wheelies and backflips in the digital playground. For coding, dive into languages like Python, JavaScript, and React. They're hotter than your laptop after an all-night coding session and more in demand than free pizza at a hackathon. But how do you balance learning these skills with your regular studies? It's all about time management, my friend. Treat learning web design and coding like a side quest in the epic RPG of your college life. Dedicate an hour a day or a few hours on weekends. Before you know it, you'll be leveling up faster than you can say, Stack Overflow is my new best friend. Here's where it gets juicy. Businesses are desperate for good websites and skilled coders. We're talking thousands to tens of thousands of dollars for a single project. That's right, you could be earning more from one website than your friend makes in a month at their soul-crushing retail job. But here's a pro tip. Aim for businesses in the $10 to $20 million range. They're the sweet spot, big enough to have a budget, small enough to not have an in-house team. It's like finding the perfect avocado, ripe with opportunity and ready to be turned into a delicious profit guacamole. And coding? Oh boy, that's where the real magic happens. With coding skills, you're not just building websites, you're creating digital empires. You could be earning up to $30,000 a month. That's not a typo. $30,000 a month. You could buy a small island with that kind of money, or at least pay off your student loans before you're eligible for Social Security. But here's the kicker. These skills aren't just about making money. They're about creating, problem solving, and bringing ideas to life. You're not just learning a skill, you're gaining superpowers. You'll be able to build your own products, bring your wildest ideas to life, or sell your skills to businesses who think you're some kind of digital demigod. Looking for inspiration? Check out the success stories of people like Jeffrey Way, who built Laracasts, or Sarah Suwaidan, a freelance front-end UI UX developer. These folks started right where you are, and now they're digital rock stars. So, are you ready to become the Harry Potter of HTML, the Hermione of CSS, the Ron Weasley of... Well, Ron didn't really have a specialty, but you get the point. It's time to wave your wand, or keyboard, and turn your dorm room into a digital workshop. Your future self and your bank account will thank you. Remember, in the grand chess game of life, web design and coding are like having two queens on your side. So make your move, capture that king, aka success, and get ready to yell, checkmate, all the way to the bank. The digital world is your oyster. Time to start pearling. Chapter 6, The Path to Financial Freedom, Your Personal Money Montage. 5 years from now, you'll have graduated, tossed your cap in the air, and stepped into the real world. But here's the million-dollar question. Will you be living the life of your dreams, or still scrounging for quarters in your couch cushions? Imagine future you sipping a latte, not the instant coffee kind, in your swanky apartment, not a dorm room, checking your bank account with a smile that could outshine the sun. That mountain of student debt, it's now a molehill. That dream vacation, booked. That startup idea, funded. Welcome to the promised land of financial freedom, where your money works harder than you did during finals week. But let's get real for a second. Financial freedom isn't just about making it rain dollar bills. It's about mastering the art of money management faster than you can chug a Red Bull during an all-nighter. It's about understanding assets and liabilities better than you understand your crush's Instagram feed. It's about making your money hustle harder than you do for that coveted internship. So, how do you transform from a broke college student to a financial wizard? Start by treating your finances like that one class you actually want to ace. Budget like your life depends on it, because financially it kind of does. Invest in yourself and your skills. They're the best stock options you'll ever have. And remember, every dollar you save is a soldier in your financial freedom army, ready to fight off the temptations of impulse purchases and overpriced avocado toast. But don't just take my word for it. Look around at the success stories that started in dorm rooms just like yours. That tech mogul who's now changing the world. They were once pulling all-nighters and living off ramen, just like you. The difference? They invested in high-income skills and played the long game. Here's the thing about financial freedom. It's not just about buying fancy cars or taking Instagram-worthy vacations, although those are some pretty sweet perks. It's about having the power to say no to soul-crushing jobs and hell yes to opportunities that light you up like Times Square on New Year's Eve. It's about being able to help your family, support causes you care about, and live life on your own terms, without checking your bank account every 5 minutes. So, are you ready to star in your own financial success story? To go from broke college student to young professional with a portfolio that makes Wall Street sweat? Of course you are. You didn't pull all those all-nighters just to settle for mediocrity, did you? Remember, your journey to financial freedom starts now, with the choices you make and the skills you develop. So go forth, learn those high-income skills, manage your money like a boss, and watch your personal stock price soar higher than your student debt ever did. Your future self and your future bank account will thank you so hard you'll feel it in the present. And hey, who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one giving financial advice to wide-eyed college students, sharing your rags to riches story that started right here, right now. Now, wouldn't that be a plot twist worth watching? Before you go, we've got a burning question for you. What's the one high-income skill you're most excited to learn, and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're dying to hear your plans for world domination, or at least financial independence. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on how to level up your financial game, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more content that will make your wallet do a happy dance, and check out our other videos. We've got a whole playlist dedicated to turning your side hustle into your main hustle. Thanks for watching, you future moguls. Remember, every great success story starts with a single step, or in this case, a single click. We'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue our mission to turn your financial dreams into reality. Until then, keep hustling, keep learning, and keep believing in your ability to create an extraordinary future. Peace out, money masters.